Jordan year 23, we going 6-0 this year, you heard? Champagne everywhere, nigga. Turn nothing out of something, man, that's really something. Made a couple hundred bands, man, I'm really coming. On the gram, talking like you something. Alright, you're now tuned in to another episode of the Guns Up Club podcast. I am your host, Mikey. Welcome back. It's been a minute. I know. Wanted to update you on that. So took summer off, and also have another podcast with my bro, and that's been taken off. So we just been feeding that, and it's going crazy, you know. So we've been feeding that. So and I took time off to rest a little bit, combined with work and all that. I couldn't really come here and do it. So with that being said, I wanted to talk about the art of doing multiple things at once. Sometimes we all get caught up with doing one thing and just scratching out what we're supposed to do with the others, right? So, for example, for me, for example, with me, I took a hiatus on this podcast and try to feed the other podcast so it could grow. But in reality, I could be able to do both things at the same time and penetrate them the same way, and achieve the goal of being successful on both ends. One of it being in like an English language and the other one being in my native tongue, and that one is actually going crazier because of TikTok. But it's always good to do two things at once. As human beings, if we for some reason, it's always it's not hard, but like we always make it seem like it's hard for us to juggle 2-3 things at once. So say for example, like you have 2-3 jobs and you do other things and you go to school, like it's possible. It's very possible, but it's hard, but it's possible, but we tend to like say, oh nah, I'm tired, or I don't know, I'm gonna be able to do this, but it's very possible. Like I always go back to that analogy where Jay-Z talked about, like where he said you can walk and chew gum. I think it's the most simplest concept, but you could be able to like do 3-4 things at once. And I'm to blame too. Like I took summer off, I could have been pumping out like bunch of videos. It's been like 50 days since I posted my last video. And but my goal is, now that we're back, I'm trying to be able to, I'm trying to do this thing at least 3 times a week. As usual, back on regular schedule where I'm shooting 3 times a week and 3 times a week over there. So, yeah, we're definitely back. But it's very possible to, go to school and work, or have multiple jobs and pursue your passion, or even pursue your passion and get a side job, So for most reasons, people tend to like give up if they're somehow busy with like school or life or work. They would prioritize the work more so than like their passion, because there's life obstacles. You might run into, like, I don't know, you might end up with a kid, or you might end up with like bills or whatever. But it's always possible to do 2 things at once, 2 or 3 things at once, and execute them almost equally, because one of them is, once one of it takes off, it's literally autopilot for that one that took off, right? So you don't have to do much on that part. Instead, you can grind more on this part, So for example, if you have let's look at it at like a store form, right? So if you have an operating business, say you have a coffee shop, right? So one of your coffee shops like blossoming, after that it's autopilot. You could just hire people to do it for you, so you can branch out to do other things. Does that make sense? So, yeah. So we always tend to like, oh no, it's tough. The minute you speak like that is when you like cripple yourself. When you say, nah, it's hard, but when you add these lingos like, but I have work though, but I have this, but I don't have enough time, but we can always make time to things we love, right? So I think it's a matter of prioritizing, whatever, you know, there needs to be done. So for example, we have set schedules to shoot like podcasts here, but sometimes, once, sometimes you run out of ideas and stuff like that, and then that gets discouraging as well. But I think once you set a certain schedule, set schedule, and then you talk about these and you execute these things, I think it becomes a habit and a routine that to the point you just keeps doing it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back on the Guns Up Club. You know what I'm saying? It's possible to do multiple things at once instead of like, oh no, I have school, so I can't really work right now, or like, um, I have this, I'm writing the script, but I'm going to school, so I'm just gonna put this on the side type stuff. So you could do multiple things at once. I'm in the process of like, shooting a podcast, working. I'm back recording music. Just dabbling my feet. Trying to like I'm trying to do this little project I want to put together, working on that. So, the more and more like I get myself busy, the more I realize like you can do, um, like more than 3 or 4 or 5 things at once. You just gotta set the time to do this at a certain time, and then this at like 8 p.m. or, you know what I mean. You have to set it the right way. So once you schedule yourself and execute like each and everything, I think it becomes an amazing thing to like see like through time. You're like, oh shit, I'm actually doing 4, 5, 6 different things and juggling 5, 6 different things. Um, yeah, I mean, first day back, summer is ending. It's August 28th. Here we are, August, the 8th month is ending. So we have one more, I mean, a quarter left, almost a quarter left. So 4 months left. So how was your year? I always used to come and reflect every month, but how's your year so far? Look back and look back at your goals and say, okay, what have I achieved? What I have not achieved? There's like 4 months left to execute what you're supposed to execute. So look back and look at that. And for me, regarding this podcast, I kind of not regret, but like could have like put my foot on the gas a little bit and just went a little harder, but got distracted by life and another podcast blowing up and focusing on that. But that's not even an excuse for me to be like, yo, why did I go? But I'm officially back, and I'm gonna come here and give y'all multiple videos, shorts, like I used to do, and long form videos and podcasts. And we're gonna have guests. I want to have guests come back again, and then we're gonna have multiple conversations and inspire y'all to be at your best. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Whoever's tuning in, checking out, I appreciate y'all. If you watch me here and you want to make some money, we're actually doing a giveaway on the other podcast. So let me cross promote it so you don't get the opportunity to miss this. You don't miss this opportunity. We're giving out 2 racks for subscribers on the other channel. So I'm going to put the channel right here. So click over. If most of y'all can't understand, most of my viewers can't understand, just subscribe. Leave a comment. Say you came from the Guns Up Club podcast and you're in the giveaway. So we're doing a giveaway on that channel. We had 3,000 on there. On our way to 10. So once we reach 10,000, we're giving out $2,000. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say today. Very simple idea, but I'll be back tomorrow on the next episode, and this time it'll be like more episodes coming, so we won't disappear for like 2 months. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.